In Django, how does one filter a query set with dynamic field lookups? Given a class. Is it possible, and if so how, to have a query set that filters based on dynamic arguments? For example,
Python's argument expansion may be used to solve this problem. This is a very common and useful Python idiom.
A simplified example. In a Django survey app, I wanted an HTML select list showing registered users. But because we have 5,000 registered users, I needed a way to filter that list based on query criteria, such as just people who completed a certain workshop. In order for the survey element to be reusable, I needed for the person creating the survey question to be able to attach those criteria to that question. Don't want to hard code the query into the app. The solution I came up with isn't 100% user-friendly, requires help from a tech person to create the query, but it does solve the problem. When creating the question, the editor can enter a dictionary into a custom field, for example. That string is stored in the database. In the view code, it comes back in as self.question.custom_query. The value of that is a string that looks like a dictionary. We turn it back into a real dictionary with eval and then stuff it into the query set with quarks.
Additionally, to extend on previous answer that made some requests for further code elements, I am adding some working code that I am using in my code with Q. Let's say that in my request it is possible to have or not filter on fields like. Those fields can appear in query, but they may also be missed. This is how I am building filters based on those fields on an aggregated query that cannot be further filtered after the initial query set execution. Hope this helps since I've spent quite some time to dig this up. Edit. As an additional benefit, you can use lists too. For previous example, if instead of publisher_id you have a list called publisher_ids, then you could use this piece of code.
django.db.models.q is exactly what you want in a Django way.
This looks much more understandable to me.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.